And, we knew that we just had to keep it tight. We knew we had to get stops, and I felt like for a long period of time we were getting stops and then not getting scores. And, it just takes a couple breaks to go your way. And, the loose ball that bounced into our hands, I thought even though, I felt like the turning point for us was when AB got the tech, honestly. There was physicality throughout the course of the game, and at that point, that was a composure check. And it was an opportunity right then for us to turn the tide, and our group responded.
Coach, this year, you look on your sideline, there was a lot of people in crutches and things, but you were able to bring a team together to come in here and get a victory. Talk about the resilience of this team and what you were able to see this whole year.
This group is just really special. I mean, we say it pretty much ad nauseum, but it's like the resilience, the flexibility, the welcome and inclusive nature of this team, their selflessness to pull for the we over the me, the ability to let each teammate be who they are and shine at their best, and to lift them up. In those moments, it's just, that's good for 12 to 15 points. It is. And you couple that with the resilience, the toughness, the grit, the fight, the scrappiness, and you always give yourself a chance. And, I love riding with these guys. I love coaching them, and I'm just so incredibly proud of them.
Yeah, for both Steph and Natasha, you guys were on the team 10 years ago that last went to the semifinals. Just what does it mean to be back with this franchise and do the same thing 10 years later?
Actually feels good, because in 2015, that could have been our game right there when we played against Minnesota. But I'm grateful, we're happy that we're back in the semifinals again. I feel like a whole 360 all over again. I got to replay the 2015 playoff back in my head again. And but I'm just so excited that we're back here and with this group of young women, and the job is not done yet.
Yeah, and I'm, Tasha's our vet. Her leadership throughout the course of the season has been incredible, and it's been, a season that's had some peaks and valleys, and she's led us through it. She's led them through it. She's experienced championships. She's experienced everything in this league. She's been Defensive Player of the Year. She's played with superstars. She understands it, and no matter what, her leadership has been so steady, and it has been so important. And our team has been a reflection of that, and I'm so proud of her.
Kelsey, you guys didn't lead until that last basket with 7 seconds left in the second half. What did you tell yourselves to make sure you could stay composed and know that you were, the game was not within, or was still within reach, and that, you guys still had a shot?
I said before the game started that it was going to be a gut check type of game. I think you just had to dig deep. I think you had to, really give yourself in ways that you least expected. I know I did, from a leadership standpoint, and just kind of seeing or reading the game. It was big for us because we could have easily given up. We playing them here in Atlanta. A lot of factors, the fans. There's a lot of factors to go into it, and we didn't. I wouldn't play with any other group. It's a special group.
Kelsey, the mindset to come on the road, close out. Just take us through your day and how you got to this point, and we just got to get it done.
Yeah, great question. I think it started the day we left to come here, mentally, and then after that, you go through your scout, you get what you need, you recover, and I think down the stretch of our shoot around, we kind of we were happy, we enjoyed where we were grateful for where we were, and I think after shoot around, kind of put in perspective that this was a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime moment, and you just want to seize it as much as possible. I think you could take it for granted, but I won't, and I don't think our group did either.
Josh, on the way out, you were saying ATL. Describe this environment tonight, and what does it mean for you to walk out with the win?
Atlanta had a great fan base tonight. They did an excellent job of keeping their fans in it, but at the end of the day, we did our part to not keep their fans in it as well too. But can't put it in words, but I'm just speechless right now. Just how we fought through this whole game. You know, they went on their runs, we went on our runs, but at the end of the day, it was our defense that kept us in the game. And thank God to Lexi getting that stop right there, because that was a huge stop right there for us. And I don't know, I'm just really excited.
This question's for Kelsey. Coach White has done a good job of talking about how much you guys mean to her. What does she mean to you? Maybe you as well, Tasha.
Oh,
You want to jump in?
I've had 5 coaches in 8 years. I've been on, the worst, record teams here in Indiana Fever. So I know where my career started at. I know what I've kind of had to go through to kind of be in this position. I've never had a coach that poured into me respectfully like Steph has. I go where I'm valued, and I've never really felt that as a pro. And so for the first time in my career, I really feel like I have someone that values what I bring to the table as a player and a person, not just a player, but as a person. And so I always love Steph because she gave me an opportunity to kind of be who I am. And it's hard to do that and be that as a professional athlete. And when you find coaches that believe in you, I'll never take it for granted. So thank you, Coach.
For me, I'm just grateful to be able to get back to Indiana and be able to be next to the coach that coached me my second year in the league, and just her believing in me, trusting in me to lead this team. It's a lot of weight on my shoulder, but hey, I've been through it before, and I can do it. And just she does an amazing job for every person, just not just me and Kelsey, but every single person on the team that she believes in, and she pours into every single person. It doesn't matter how you play, with how many minutes you're gonna get. She's gonna tell you be ready at all times. Go out there and do your part. And that's one thing I love about Steph, how she believes in every single person. She trusts us no matter what.
Stephanie, this is for you because I think you had the best view of it. What did you see on that last play for Lexi to be able to come up with that ball, and just how big has she been for you guys all year?
Well, she's been huge. I mean, she's played every kind of role for us. Starter, off the bench, has matched up with multiple players on the defensive end of the floor. And, we thought they were going to try to get Bree Jones a touch on the interior. Lexi read it perfectly. Bree Turner's defense and her length, I felt like on the inbounder was key as well. And Lexi's got really good instincts, and she anticipated, and she got in there and got her hand in it.
Coach, you guys shot 47.3% tonight off of ball screens. How important is that, just to have that constant movement with the team whenever you have players like Shea Petty or Ariel Powers, who are kind of newer to the team, just to kind of keep that offense flowing? It's
really important. Ball screens are tough to defend. Offensively, we want to put players in multiple actions. Oftentimes, we'd like to get into the ball screen on the second or third action, and maybe put them through 2 or 3 of them. We also know that they're tough to defend. So we want to try to get out of them as much as we can as well. But, I think, our group is, we've got some players who are reading it really well. Of course, we Kelsey puts us on her back a lot. We run her ragged. But she's so dangerous in those ball screens. And I think what you've seen throughout the course of the last, 2 months is, not just that she's a great scorer, but the gravity that she brings, and then she makes the right plays and she makes the right reads. And, you put the ball in her hands to be a playmaker for us. And, she's been able to do that. I thought O's decision making in the ball screen today was outstanding. We need her to be aggressive. She's another one that's really good at getting downhill. It's her strength, and we need her to play to her strengths. I thought she was really good, in it as well. It's a staple of what we do, and we just continue to get better.
And wrap up their final 2 finals.
Yeah, Steph, obviously those final 7 seconds were crucial with Aaliyah's layup and then Lexi's steal. Just what was going through your head in those final seconds?
Well, I think on the offensive end, it was do I call timeout? Do I call timeout? Do I call timeout? But we had them in rotation. We had them scrambling, and the hustle play for Kels to be able to keep the ball alive, and then O to be able to see AB loose was huge, and then the finish. And then defensively, the activity level to come down. We had some ideas of what we thought they might do. I thought that getting, forcing them into the timeout was big for us. we needed to. We needed to make sure that we either got a 5-second call or forced them into a timeout. We did. That gave us a look at some of their alignments to anticipate what might come next. And I don't know what happened in the last however many seconds. When O had the ball, I thought she dribbled it out. So after that, I didn't see anything.
Steph, Bree Turner played 18 minutes tonight and made some big plays down the stretch. How would you just describe her impact, not just tonight, but this series, and how she's really stepped up to play some crucial minutes?
I'm gonna tell you what, Bree Turner is the ultimate pro. She's the ultimate pro. When we were healthy, we had 6 post players, and she was out of the rotation. And she stayed ready. And, it's one thing to say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It's another thing to do it. And at Connecticut, when we were down, I don't even know what we were down at halftime, we called on Bree Turner. And she was ready. And she changed the momentum of the game. And that changed the course of the last however many weeks of the season for us. And, she's been pivotal in everything that we do. Her versatility on the defensive end allows us to do some different things. She makes the right plays, she makes the right reads. She's been huge for us, and she's been one of the big reasons that we're in this position.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.